Uh, Also, Sweksha,
Yes, sir.
when in your hobbies and interest, when you like reading,
Yes, sir.
okay, make it a little specific because some people are fond of reading newspapers and some people are fond of reading books.
Yes, sir.
So there is a slight difference. So if you are fond of reading books, just add books, and if it is newspapers, then write NP on newspapers.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so yesterday we had an exhaustive brief on what an interview is, what are the do's and don'ts before the interview, what is to be done, and during the interview, and also after the conclusion. We have discussed all these points yesterday. Today, we will once again just revise over the salient points so that memories are refreshed. So, firstly, what is an interview? An interview is an informal conversation between people. But it is not about gupshup, it has an aim. And the aim is to extract information. The aim of different interviews are different. So we will not talk about others, but in our case, the interview is basically to assess your 15 OLQs. As is being done in the other two techniques, this technique is also for assessing your OLQs. So like we said before the interview, a little bit on your being presentable, and also make sure that the basic requirements are met. When you enter, we had discussed yesterday, try to go with a little bit of smile, go by the side of the chair, and make sure that you wish correctly as per time of the day. Once you are asked to sit down, thank you, sit to the rear of the chair so that your back is straight. The arms as you feel comfortable on the armrest or on your lap, wherever you feel comfortable, fine. Maintaining eye contact is very important. You will be sitting a reasonable distance, maybe about 8 to 10 feet. Therefore, you have to speak loudly. So, you must speak loudly, otherwise, the last part of your sentence gets inaudible. So, you have to speak loudly and don't speak in a flat tone. Where there is emphasis, raise your voice, like I am speaking just now. So, accordingly, you must make sure that you are not speaking in a flat tone. Okay. Then we came to the next issue. The next issue was that when you enter, the interview doesn't start straight away. The first aim of the interviewing officer is to make the candidate comfortable. How does he do this? He gives a situation which is not a question, but it is something which the candidate has already performed or is with familiar to. Like we discussed yesterday, that tell me about the place, tell me about yourself, how you prepare for your SSB, or how was your travel details, anything, but it is something which you are familiar with so that you start speaking on yourself. Now here also it is important because when you go, that nervousness is there and you are apprehensive, what are they going to ask? But when you find it is something which is familiar, you start feeling confident and you start speaking. Try to speak longer because you hear your own voice, your confidence goes up. And to the interviewing also, it is like a first impression. How much is a person familiar with its own surroundings and what is the presentation logical? Then we spoke about the questions which are going to be clubbed, which we call the CIQ. So, listen patiently, remember the questions, and answer as many of them as you can without being reminded. If you answer in sequence, it's very good. If not, try to answer the question without being reminded. The assessment is based on the input of details that you provide. Therefore, some questions will have the suffix reasons why, explain something like that. Otherwise, also from your point of view, you give the details as much as you can. Never presume that interviewing officer will be knowing this. You think that he is not aware of anything and you give your details accordingly, and especially this goes even while you are given a synthetic situation of some planning, go into all the details. Now, this, like I said, is a test of your thought process. So, where is the thought process coming out? It is coming out in the form of words. So, whatever you speak will be presumed whatever you are thinking. There is no doubt on it. So, if you are fluent, you have the fluency, it's very good. If not, do not hesitate to speak in Hindi. हिंदी में बोलो, अपनी सोच को आगे निकालो, जहाँ पे फंसते हो उसके बाद get back to English. So we call this English, a mixture of Hindi and English is called English. So you speak in, but don't stress your mind, क्योंकि कई बार क्या होता है, बच्चा सोच कुछ और हो रहा होता है और बोलते टाइम पर since he doesn't have the right sentence or the right word, he speaks something. So the interviewing officer will not grant you कि भाई ये गलत हो गया. It will be presumed that this is what you are thinking.
So good morning, I'm Colonel Vijay.
Good morning. How are you? I can see you now. Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
My apologies, I got delayed. Good morning, sir.
No problem, because I can see some enthusiastic crowd. I hope that we see a lot of them wearing the uniform and the ranks on their shoulders. It will be great.
Sir, it's an honor that you are taking the interview of these boys. It will really help them and motivate them.
I'm telling you, if they pay attention, not only the interview, this academy takes so much interest on each candidate. If they, you see, it is their future, their life. If they listen, pay attention, if they ask questions, clarify doubts, I'm telling you, you will find a very good success rate of this crowd.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Candidates are all yours, sir.
Thank you very much, and we will proceed then.
Sir.
Gunjar, I will take 1 minute from you. Today we have already shown them one interview proper, taught them the complete interview technique. Today we are giving an sample of interview again today, and then we will have the psychological test. So interview and psychological test will be over today. I have already given Uttam Saab the complete details, how to send the PDF to Group Captain Kaushik Bandopadhyay, so that tomorrow onwards he will be start assessing, and tomorrow onwards the interviews will be there. So, and the distribution of interviews can be done by Uttam Saab and the GCI, and because then only we will be able to streamline the 64 interviews on the next 5 days, okay? And tomorrow onwards I will be teaching them the GTO technique, okay? This will be the schedule.
My request would be, sir, जैसे आप GTO technique सिखाते जाएंगे.
Correct.
We have also designed one of the command tasks here.
Okay.
So we'll learn it from you, and as a hands-on experience, we'll take them in the evening to just get the feeling about the helping materials, sir.
No issues. Okay. Chal, thanks, all the best, okay, for your...
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, so we were talking about the communication. Wherever you are stuck, don't hesitate to speak in Hindi. The next input is do not tell lies and do not make excuses. We covered this point yesterday in detail, but if you don't know something, acknowledge it, and it is also important that you update yourself on whatever you are not able to answer, because sometimes, during the final interview, the questions which you missed out are asked, and your reply to them helps in increasing the chances of your recommendation. But like I said, that it should not happen that I'm sorry sir, I don't remember. An odd case or two is alright, but not for every question you can't say that I don't remember. Also, in your PIQ, whatever has been written should be brought out at the appropriate time, and like we discussed, the PIQ has been very, very carefully. Have adequate details of whatever has been written in your PIQ. Okay, so these are the issues once again which we have just revised. These are the important inputs. Dressing up, we've already discussed. Don't be body, otherwise it doesn't really matter. So that's fine. So with that, we will now be starting the interview, and Swaksha, you will continue giving answers as you would in an actual interview. No asking questions in between. Whatever you understand, keep replying accordingly. And after that, we will have a debrief, then your clarification, and then we will discuss with the others.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Swaksha, what's the meaning of your name?
Sir, sir, the meaning of my name is, sir, by your own will, doing anything by your own will.
And how much do you live to this?
Sir, I think I have lived up to my name, because starting from my education, if I talk about my education, in class 11th itself, I chose the subjects which I wanted to study. Later for graduation also, I chose the stream which I wanted to study. And most of the decisions that I take in my life are aligned with the meaning of my name, sir.
Oh, that's lovely. So tell me something about the place you come from.
Sir, I come from Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. Bhopal is the capital city of Madhya Pradesh, and Bhopal has a population of around 2 crore and 68 lakhs. Sir, it has many educational and industrial infrastructure, including the MANET, that is Maulana Azad National Institute of Technology, AIIMS Bhopal, ISER, and BHEL is also there in Bhopal. So Bhopal is a very nice city to live in, because it has good infrastructure, good facilities, can say. Also, sir, the foundation of Bhopal was laid by Raja Bhoj. Then it was administered by the 4 Begums during the British rule, and now it is the capital of Madhya Pradesh. Sir, moving on to the places that can be explored in Bhopal are the upper lake, the lower lake. They both contribute in the wetland, making the Bhoj wetland. Talking about other places, there are Sanchi to visit. There is Bhimbetka, these two are UNESCO World Heritage Sites, sir. Moving on to the state which I belong, Madhya Pradesh is the heart of India. It is the central state of India. Madhya Pradesh is also the second
You
largest.
speak to Bhopal.
Okay, sir. Sir, if I talk about Bhopal more, sir, then, sir, I like the culture, like the mixing of Bhopal. Bhopal is a total blend of various cultures. People from different cities come here for work, for education also. So all types of festivals, including starting from the Eid, the Istima, the Navratri, Diwali, Holi, all these festivals are celebrated very joyously in Bhopal. So I enjoy.
Indeed, a lot of builders have moved in from North India, and there's a lot of expansion taking place in Bhopal. Is that correct? And if so, it must be adding to some problems as well.
Sir, from northern India, sir, I am not actually aware about it. But yes, sir, there are a lot of infrastructural development taking place in Bhopal, including the metros, the metro construction. And yes, sir, there is a development in the east side of Bhopal, where there are some buildings being established. It would create a little bit of problem till the time the buildings or the infrastructure is under development, but that would also lead Bhopal towards a greater future, can say, or it would be very beneficial for the residents that are living in Bhopal. They would be generating a lot of employment, and a lot of.
I'm working also in relation to the domestic accommodations which are coming up, the flats which are coming up. That means your population is going to go up drastically.
Yes, sir.
Then what happens?
Sir, then also I guess the government would take the necessary measures for accommodating such level of population. There are some measures that have been already taken, like there are some buildings that are being made, some multi-storied buildings that would, I think, probably accumulate the population well.
Okay, Swiksha, have you seen Sanchi?
Yes, sir.
Super.
Yes, sir.
What is about who made that?
Sir, it was made by Ashoka. It is considered that relics of Buddha are placed in the Sanchi Stupa. Sanchi Stupa is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, sir. It is around 40 kilometers from Bhopal. Sir, it is a very beautiful place. If you are an historical enthusiast and if you have that urge to know about your history well, so Sanchi Stupa is one of the best place to visit, sir. It has two stupas. There are mainly two stupas, but one of them is the major
so
one.
it's nice that you visited, and are you happy staying in Bhopal?
Yes, sir.
Enjoying life?
Yes, sir. I'm very
Okay.
happy.
Right, Swiksha, we will now first talk about your education starting from class 10 onwards. The overall percentage of marks you scored in each class up till now. In your academic career so far, what has been the most favorite or liked subject, and there would be reasons for that. Your most admired or favorite teacher, once again, reasons for likes. Then about your friend circle, how big is it, and amongst them, there would be somebody who's your best friend. Reasons for considering him or her to be so. The extracurricular activities you participated, position of responsibilities that you held, and also if there was a subject you were not interested in or a teacher didn't impress you, those details as well.
Yes, sir. Sir, starting from my education, I have done my schooling from Army Public School, Bhopal. I scored 79% in my 10th class. Then in 11th, I scored 70%. And in 12th, I scored 80%. In my graduation, sir, I scored 71%. Talking about my favorite subject, sir. So my favorite subject since school has been economics. Moving on to my favorite teacher, sir. Sir, by God's grace, I got really well teachers. I am very grateful for all the teachers that I have met in my life. They were all very supporting, and amongst them, my favorite one is Sushila ma'am, T. Sushila ma'am. She was our vice principal, and she used to teach mathematics to us. Sir, she is my favorite teacher because the way she manages all her responsibilities as a vice president and also a vice principal, and also along with her responsibilities, she also takes a mathematics class. So I like her because she managed it all very well. Secondly, she was very approachable. She was very helpful. When I performed a little not well in my class 11th, and there were some more students who were not very good in mathematics, she used to take personal classes of us, of the students who were not well performed. And also, sir, yes, sir, she was very helpful. She was very approachable, and I liked her calm composure, sir. She was always very punctual, and she never missed any class. Like whenever she had her responsibilities as a vice principal, but there was no time that she missed out taking any lecture of us, sir. Talking about my friend circle, sir, I have a very huge friend circle. I love making friends, sir. I love interacting with people, and sir, there are various friends from my school, from my college, and from the institutes that I have taken. I was preparing for my writtens, so I have some friends from my coaching as well. But my inner circle, there are certain friends which I like the most, which are Priya, Mansi, and Isha. Amongst them, my best friend is, I can say that my best friend is Mansi. She is currently working in Bangalore. She is a corporate worker, sir. I like her because she manages her life very well. She has been living alone since class 10th. She has been preparing for IIT. She was there in Kota, then she went to Delhi for her studies, and now she is living in Bangalore alone. So I like how she manages her life. She is very independent, and she always supports me. She is always there to help me whenever I need her help. Like recently when I went to Bangalore, for a visit. She was there. Ki, let's just stay at my place, and I would be there with you. Yes, sir. So this is why I call her my best friend. Moving on to my extracurricular activities, sir. From the fourth class itself, I was the part of school band. I was the part of school band for 8 years in my school life. Then also I was the part of my college band, that was BSSS Rhythm. I also participated in cluster level debate competitions, sir. Since class 9th itself, I have been participating in cluster level debate competitions. In class 9th, I participated, then in 11th, then in 12th also. Moving on to college, sir, I was an active participant in college also. I participated in inter-college drama competition and some music performances as well. Sir, because of these achievements in extracurricular activities and academically also, I was a good student. So these qualities helped me earn the responsible roles like prefect. Then I was the house vice captain in class 11th and house captain in class 12th. So these were the responsibilities that were held by me. Sir, moving on to yes, sir. This is all about.
Okay, any subject you were not so interested in, or any teacher who didn't impress you?
No, sir. There was no such teacher that I didn't like. I liked all my teachers. They were all very good. Sir, subject-wise also, because I chose my own subjects, the subjects that I wanted to study. So there's no subject either that I didn't like, sir.
Okay, anything you don't like about your friend Mansi?
Sir, one thing that I don't like about her is she gets a little stubborn sometimes. When I put forward my point and I try to convince her, she sticks to her point that no, this is a little bit wrong. You should not do this. So it takes me some time to convince her, sir. Only this thing.
But then what happens when she is stubborn and you still feel that you're right? Then
Yeah.
what do you do?
Sir, as I said, sir, it takes me some time, but eventually I put all the facts and figures in front of her, and I talk to her that no, please, like listen to me, at least understand me, and then finally we sort it out, and she understands me, sir.
But this attitude doesn't irritate you.
No, sir, it doesn't irritate me, sir. I find it like it is. I find her like my sibling, sir. I have a younger brother also, so he is also a little stubborn. So it is okay for me, sir.
Oh, younger brother, you can boss around. You can't boss around Mansi.
Yes, sir. I can't boss around her, but sir, it doesn't irritate me. It hasn't
Okay,
irritated
which
me.
year did you do your 12th and which year did you do your graduation?
Sir, I did my 12th in 2020, and I completed my graduation in 2023.
23.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what are you doing after your graduation?
Sir, I have been preparing for written examinations like CDS, AFCAT, and also this year in 2025 I gave UPSC prelims, sir. I have been preparing for these exams only, and hand in hand I have been taking tuition, sir. I take tuitions for around 3 hours in a day. Yes, sir.
Okay, so what all did you appear for and what was the outcome so far?
Sir, I started with CDS. I appeared for CDS written exam in 2024 for the first time. Sir, I was not able to clear CDS exam, but when I appeared for my AFCAT exam, I was able to clear it in my first attempt itself. Then I gave UPSC prelims also. Sir, unfortunately, I was not able to qualify for the mains exam.
What would you analyze the reasons for?
So the reasons that I have analyzed are I have worked on my current affairs well, but there are some static subjects like political science and history where I face a little bit of problem. So I have when I went through the previous year questions and the question papers that I have attempted, sir, I realized that I have faced a problem in history and political science together. The
History and
static,
politics.
yes, sir. The static subjects. So I have started working upon them, and I started going into deep knowledge about some certain topics that are like the questions that appear in the examinations.
So Sweksha, you didn't tell me why do you like economics?
Sir, I like economics because it fascinates me to understand the dynamics of a country, sir. How a country grows,
Dynamics of a country.
of an economy, sir.
Okay.
Of how a country's economy grows, what are the factors that leads to the growth, how the government manages all the earnings and expenditures. So it I like this subject because of this.
You know, Sweksha, we normally keep reading in the newspaper and listening in the news about GDP.
Yes.
What exactly is GDP?
Sir, GDP is the value of all the goods and services that are produced in an economy during a financial year, sir.
Okay, so it is the value of that,
Yes, sir, value of all the goods and services, sir.
and when we say that our economy is going at this rate and in so many years we'll be third economy, and what does that mean?
Sir, it means that the value of these goods and services are like the India is the fourth largest economy currently with the GDP of $3.78 trillion, sir. Sir, so this means that India was not able to produce to certain level, like when we got our independence from the British. Since then itself, India was struck by different various difficulties economically. Since then, there have been measures that were taken by the governments of then time and now also. So this has brought up the production of the goods and services in the economy, and the value has been rising with
Okay, when we
certain
talk
ways.
of value, do we take into consideration the income of Indians staying abroad also?
Sir, in GDP, yes, sir, we do that. But in there's one more entity called the National Domestic Produce. In NDP, we don't count the factor income.
But
from
in
it.
GDP, we include that?
Yes, sir, we include that.
Okay, right now, you say that you have been participating in debate quite often.
Yes, sir.
Some essentials to do well in debate.
So first is the knowledge of the topic that you are going to speak on. You should have the current awareness of the topic that has been asked in the debate. Second is your confidence, sir. How confidently you speak on the stage, how clearly you put forward your views about on the topic. Second is, sir, the command on language. Whichever language you choose, whether it's Hindi or English, you should have the correct pronunciation, correct words to showcase your thoughts on the
Okay,
stage.
Sweksha, now let's say that I have been given the responsibility of conducting the debate, and I find that you are experienced, I would like to take your help. So my responsibility has been to set up the stage, and I would like to set it up in a way where it is done well. The resources are available with me. There is a raised platform which is khali. Okay?
Yes.
Whatever you want, I will provide, but I want to do it well. What all would you require on the stage for conducting a debate?
Sir, I would require 2 podiums, sir. For the motion, and second one for against the motion. The speakers that would be speaking on the topic. Sir, I
Okay.
would be requiring some chairs and tables for the students
Okay.
to sit, and some writing materials also. There is
Okay.
one question asking person, the person who asks questions after the speakers finish their speeches. So I would require some writing material for that person to note down the important points or questions that they
Okay.
would be asking, sir. I
That's
would
it?
also require a mic, sir, microphone, and speaker, sir.
Okay. All right. Now, you say that you have been given responsibilities of vice captain and captain, house captain, because you were good academically. I think 80% is hardly, it is just above average. How do you say that you are a good student? These days, 95, 96 is, somewhere where you start calling yourself good. So if your marks were less, then why was this responsibility given to you?
Sir, not only my marks were taken in consideration, like I was academically an average student, but there were many other activities like this debate competition that I had. Then I was also an active participant in various house activities, sir. I was always the one to take the responsibilities of, like if there were any house competitions, group song competition maybe, or carom competition, or any art competition. So I was the first one to give my name for the competition, and I was also there to help the teachers to find the students. And these were the reasons, sir, because I landed up as house captain or house vice captain, sir.
Okay, and what was your role in the band?
Sir, when I was the house vice captain and house captain, my role was to manage the activity, not manage, but manage the students for the activities. Like there was a house activity every weekend. Every Saturday there used to be a house activity, any competition, poetry writing competition, or house debate, inter-house debate competition, group song competition. So my responsibility was to collect students, was to prepare a team, and also to find the places where they can practice for the competitions.
Overall, where did your house stand? What was the position of your house?
Sir, when I was the for the
When you were house captain?
Sir, when I was the house captain, my house was the best house in school, sir. We got the best
How many
house
tot-
trophy.
How many total?
Sorry, sir.
Total houses? How many total
Sir, there were
houses?
4 houses.
Okay, so I was asking you that you were part of the band, you said. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
What were you playing?
Sir, I was the singer, vocalist.
Singer?
Yes, sir. Singer.
Vocalist.
Yes, sir.
This was a daily activity or occasional activity?
No, sir, it was not a daily activity, sir. It was occasional. There used to be events in our school. There used to be competitions. There were various group song competitions on inter-school level, sir. So I used to participate in those competitions and the events that used to occur occasionally in our school, sir.
Okay, now you said that as per your name, you have been living up and you've been choosing your subjects on your own. Now, this economics is a rare choice. Why did you like to choose economics?
Sir, first thing is I started to study economics more enthusiastically when it was my main subject in class 11th and 12th. There was one teacher, sir, Bhanu ma'am. She used to teach us economics. She used to make us prepare detailed notes. She insisted on that don't just do rote learning from the books. Rather, prepare your own notes about economics, about the small details. So that was the time when I developed the most interest in economics. And since then, when I started to study about the various how an economy works, what are the demands, supply, how these factors drive an economy to grow, or to there are some we hear about economic depressions also. So why do they occur? These
Does
were
it help you in the personal front also?
Sir, it has definitely helped me. It is one of the major subjects of the examinations that I've been preparing for. So it has helped me in preparing for those exams also. And personally also, when I talk to people, there are certain all my friends are working, are corporate workers. So when we sit together, there are certain topics that are being raised in the group, which are related to the unemployment or the growth rate, and how the growth of economy would lead to certain employment generation. And also it helps me
Okay,
in personal.
tell me about your tuitions.
Sir, I take tuitions in the evening, sir. I take it for around 3 hours, and I teach around 8 students from first class to class 10th. Sir, I take tuitions in 2 batches. One is for the junior students, and second one is for the senior students. For the junior students, I have segregated from first class to 7th class, and for the seniors from 8th to 10th. So I have divided the time as 1.5 hour for both the batches. I take all the subjects, sir. I teach them all the subjects. I prepare a plan. I have prepared a plan on daily basis. Like for on Monday, we would be studying
How much
this.
money are you making?
Sir, around 8,000 rupees monthly, sir.
8,000.
Yes, sir.
And what are you doing with this?
Sir, I have segregated the money. 1,000 goes into my piggy bank, sir, which we keep. Later, we use that money for buying anything which any of our family member needs. Like last time, I bought a bicycle for my brother. The next time, I bought a chain for my mother. So this is how I use that piggy bank's money. The around 2,000 rupees I keep for my fuel, sir, which I need. I travel. I use my scooty for the daily travel. So I keep 2,000 rupees for my fuel. I keep 1,000 rupees as a contingency fund, sir. So emergency fund which I might need in future. I give 2,000 rupees at home, sir, and the rest 2,000 rupees I keep for myself, which by which I buy the essentials. Like there are some things, sunscreen, and like gifts for my sibling also. Whenever he needs
But
something.
quite a miser. You don't like to spend any money with your friends?
Sir, the contingency fund that I have, I use it that fund whenever I go out with my friends, sir.
And how often is that?
Sir, because they are living in different cities, we meet around once or twice in a month. One of my friend is living in Indore, and another is living in Bangalore. One is
You
living
mean to say
in.
you have no other friends in Bhopal?
No, sir, I have many friends also. I hang out with them also, but that is also once a month, sir. Once or twice a month.
Okay. So generally, what do your friends think about you?
So my friends think that I am approachable. I am very friendly. Sir, they also think that I provide solutions for their problems, and I am a very good listener, sir. Whenever they have any problem, they comes to me. They find easy to confide in me. They find it easy to share their secrets with me, sir. So yeah, sir. They confide in me, and they think that I would be there whenever they need my help, sir.
Hmm.
So,
So you help them academically or in real lifetime also?
sir, I help them in every way possible, sir. In academics also, sir, and in real life also, sir.
In real life also?
Yes, sir.
What situations?
So there was one situation where one of my friend needed a little bit, she had to fill a form, sir, and she was short of some money. So I lended her some money at that time. Once when she was going for her examination, sir, there was a traveling problem. There was no
Okay.
vehicle.
And does your friend circle include only girls or you have some boys also in your friend circle?
So I have boys also, sir.
Boys also?
Yes, sir.
And amongst them, who would be your best friend?
Sir, amongst boys, my best friend would be, can say, sir, Akshat, sir.
Okay. What do you like about him?
Sir, whenever I need advice, especially for my this journey, SSB journey, he has been very supportive, sir. He has been giving me advices and what to do, what not to do. Though he lives in abroad. He lives in Sweden, but he is always there to hear me out, sir.
Okay, Sushka, but these days everything is available in the net, you know. So do you really need this type of guidance and not be able to manage on your own?
Sir, I can manage on my own, but net cannot give you the personal experiences that people have experienced during their SSBs. So there are certain things that someone can tell, like when he was preparing for his SSB and when he went for his interviews. So what were the things that he might have observed, the insights that are not
But
available?
apparently, if he's in Sweden, means he didn't get recommended.
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, he didn't.
And what did he tell you could be the reason for him not getting recommended?
So the reason which he told me was during conference, sir. He said that maybe I was not. I haven't performed well in my interviews and conference. That's why I got.
Okay. So anyway, if he is nicely settled in Sweden, so this is one good thing for people to learn, that this is not the end of the world.
Yes, sir.
If one doesn't get recommended in the defense forces, the world doesn't come to an end. If you are capable, there are opportunities outside also.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, Diksha, is there something your friends want you to improve upon or they don't like about you?
So they would definitely ask me to improve this one habit of mine, that stop going for perfection. Sometimes in search of perfection in things, I overdo, like I overburden myself. When I take up a task and it doesn't, like if I have assigned a task, say to my brother, that do something, do this and this for me, and if he is not doing it like the way I wanted to, so I take it up on myself. Like I would ask him to stop and I would start doing that task by myself. But I have improved on this habit of mine, sir, because it is not a good thing. I have improved by, like, I wait for them to complete the task and I understand their perspective, how they do it, how they have been doing the task, and I have learned also that I could do it this way also. So, sir, yes, I have been learning from my past mistakes, sir.
Okay, what are your interests and hobbies? What are you doing in your spare time? And what is your full routine these days? What time do you get up, and time-wise in detail, what activities do you undertake till you go to sleep? And if it is different on weekends or otherwise, the differences also.
Yes, sir. So, starting with my hobbies and interest, sir, I like singing. In my spare time, I sing and record videos, sir. I also do some jamming with my brother. Along with it, sir, I like writing poetry, sir. So I write poetries. I read novels, fiction novels. I like to read. Also, I like traveling, sir. I like to explore new places and interact with new people, knowing about their culture, their lifestyle also fascinates me. Cycling is also one of my hobbies, sir, because I think it connects me with, along with building my health and my metabolism, it also connects with me. It also connects me with the nature, because when I
Okay.
go for cycling, like I go for cycling in the Dronachal area, the Lakeview area, the sceneries that I enjoy there, so it connects me with the nature. Talking about my daily routine, sir, so I wake up at 5 a.m. By 5:20, I leave for my cycling, sir, and by 6 o'clock, I return back. Along with cycling, I also do there some stretching and some exercises. Then from 6 o'clock to 6:30, I devote my time for meditation and some breathing exercises. Then from 6:30 to 7:30, I have my breakfast and tea with my parents, sir. From 7:30, by 8 a.m. I finish up with my bathing and a little bit of puja. Then from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., sir, I sit for my first study session where I read newspaper and I prepare detailed notes. And also I do mathematics and reasoning for my examinations during this time. Then from 10 to 11 a.m. I help my mother in the kitchen for preparing lunch, and also I finish up with my lunch also. From
Okay.
11 to 3 p.m., 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. I again sit for my study sessions, where I have divided my study sessions according to my subjects that are there in my exams. Then at 3:30 p.m. sir, I leave for my swimming classes, and at 5:30 I return back. From 5:30 to 8:30 sir, I take my tuitions, and then again I have my dinner, and later I help my mother wrapping up the kitchen and all. Then at 9:30 I go in my room, and for half an hour I do a little bit of journaling sir. I write whatever small achievements that I have done in the day, during the day, and what are the tasks that are to be achieved tomorrow. So this is all that I journal or write in my diary. Then I read a little bit of book, around 10 to 15 pages of the book that I've been reading, and then I go to sleep at 10 or 10:30 sir.
Okay, now, I find it very difficult to decide which book to read. How do you decide?
Which book to read sir? So my
Yeah.
as I mentioned that my favorite genre is fiction sir. So when I go through the sometime for the little bit of time that I go through my social media, there are some book recommendations, there are some
Okay.
reels, so they
Do you have
suggest.
any favorite author as such?
Sir, not favorite author, but I have a favorite book sir. It is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen sir.
Okay. Right now, also journaling, a lot of people, they write what they have not achieved during the day. So that is something which you don't think you should also be writing?
Yes sir, I do write it. There are certain tasks which are like due to time issues which are not done by me on that day, so I write it down for the next day to be done on the next day.
With whom do you go cycling, and how much cycling do you do in terms of kilometers?
Sir, I usually go alone. Only on weekends I go with my brother sir. Like my schedule differs on weekends. Everything is just same. Only the time when I only the
Okay.
swimming time and the tuition time. During that time, I go with my brother for cycling, or we plan a movie with our family or friends. Sir, I do 6 kilometers of cycling in 20 minutes, sir.
6 kilometers in 20 minutes. So what would be your speed in kilometers per hour?
Sir, it would be 24 kilometers per hour, sir.
6 kilometers in 20 minutes.
Yes, sir.
So will it be how much in kilometers per hour?
Sir, 24 kilometers per hour, sir.
Think again.
Sir, 18 kilometers per hour, sorry, sir.
24 kilometers is a very good speed, and is it safe to cycle? There are no problems?
No, sir, there's no problem. I go during early morning hours, so the roads are
What
empty.
about traveling? Where all have you traveled? With whom do you travel? Which all places have you gone? Which one have you liked the best? Who plans the trip?
Sir, usually from the starting itself, I used to go with my family. Only this year we have done 2 trips with my cousins. The first trip was to Jaipur, and the second trip was to Tirupati and Bangalore. First trip was planned by my cousin, and the second trip was planned by me and my brother, sir. I have
Tell me
been.
about the trip you planned in detail. How did you go about?
Okay, sir. Sir, first we booked our tickets to from Bhopal to Tirupati. We stayed there for 1 day. We had our darshan. Then we took a bus from there to Bangalore. We came by bus to Bangalore during the morning hours. Then we stayed in Bangalore for 3 days, sir. There was some work to be done in Bangalore also. So we did the work in a
Where did you
day.
stay in Tirupati?
Sir, in Tirupati we stayed, sir, in the like the Tirumala hills. There are accommodations made. There are rest houses made. So we stayed there only. Like we
You
didn't
could get
stay the night.
accommodation there, you have to pre-book it.
Sir, we have to pre-book it. We didn't stay the night there, sir.
Oh.
We reached there at around 8 p.m. and then we
Okay,
straight
so
away
you
went.
moved from there, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about your family. How many members are there? What is each one doing? Who are you closest to? Responsibilities you take, similarities between you, your brother, things he's better than you, things you're better than him, qualities which you inherit from your parents.
Sir, we are a family of 4 members, sir. Me, my brother, my father, and my mother. My father is a central government employee, and my mother is a homemaker, sir. My brother is in his first year of graduation. Sir, talking about how I spend time with them. So usually we all are busy during the day, so we get to spend time during our dinner time at night. So we after having dinner we sit together. Either we watch a movie or we just try to avoid watching TV at that time, and we sit together. We share our day, whatever we have done during the day. We inform our parents that so and so things have happened, and so and so like would be happening tomorrow. Then the talking about my brother, sir, I think he is better in sports, sir. He is a little better than me in sports. He has many talent, like he has been playing many sports including basketball, cricket, football also. He is also good in playing instruments, sir. He is a drummer, he is a guitarist, he plays flute also. So that is also one point where he overtakes me. But in my opinion, I am a little better at academics than him. Like since I have been preparing for all these exams, so I have gained more knowledge than him. So academically, I put myself above, a little above him. So talking about the traits that I have acquired from my parents, first is my discipline and my punctuality comes from my father. He is a central government employee, but he is posted in station headquarter Bhopal. So we are indirectly linked to the armed forces, and he also has a little bit of lifestyle. Like he has a very detailed routine, a fixed routine, fixed daily routine, and he is very responsible, sir. He is like he arranges all the documents or all his necessary, like we don't have to search for it. He just name it that these and these things are kept there, and we just go there and we find the things. So this trait I have also acquired from my father, to be disciplined, to be organized. And the traits which I have acquired from my mother are management skills, sir. She is very good at managing our family. Whenever, like if there are guests which are arriving within 30 minutes, like father informs us on an emergency basis that certain guests are going to arrive at our home. So she manages that with her daily routine work. She also manages the guests well. She prepares meals for them, and also she is good with emotional connect.
Okay, decisions where your opinion is considered.
Sir, my opinion, I think being an elder child, my parents are very much concerned about my opinion. Sir, like the recent most case, like when I was booking tickets for my SSB, so my father asked whether whether we should go directly to Gandhinagar, or we should go first to Ahmedabad, or whether I should accompany you, not accompany you, but where should I stay near, whether I should stay near you, or there are sir, like my mother also
What have
asked.
you done? You just tell me, are you going alone? Will
No,
you
sir.
manage your accommodation or your father is taking you?
My father is accompanying me, sir. I asked him
What
that
do you
I
want?
would be able to go alone, sir, but he said no, it's your first time and I want to accompany you. So,
Then you should have told him not required.
sir, I told him many a times, but then I got convinced that yes, there are some wishes. Like he also wishes to accompany me. He wants to
So
be
here
there.
you didn't live up to your name.
Sir, actually, in front of my parents and my elders, I sometimes back off because it is like they are elder than
So
me
do
and
you
they
think
have.
you were capable of handling the situation on your own?
Yes, sir, I am very confident that I
Hmm.
actually it took me a lot of time. It took them a lot of time to convince me that we would go with you. Otherwise, I have just booked one ticket for myself in the beginning that I would be going myself only. But later I
Okay.
had to cancel it, sir.
Okay, fine. So this little bit of swimming lessons also you are taking. How did you get interested in swimming? What are the different types of strokes? Which one is your favorite? Which one is the most difficult?
Yes, sir. Sir, swimming I took up last year, sir. I just wanted to explore a new sport, sir. Like I have played various sports in my school time, but there was a little bit of gap when I disconnected with sports. So I wanted to take a sport which would also be a which would also boost. It is a survival skill, sir, so it also boosts my confidence and it also enhances my personality. So that's why I took up swimming, sir. There are various strokes like the backstroke, the butterfly stroke, the breaststroke, sir, and there is freestyle swimming, sir. My favorite one is backstroke, and I also like freestyle also, but more favorite is backstroke, sir. uh, I faced a little bit of problem with breathing inside the water initially. There with practice, sir, and with as I took up the breathing exercises that I do in the morning, I developed that like
Can you
good
breathe
breathing.
underwater now?
Yes, sir.
Breathe out underwater?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you said, sports in school, you didn't mention playing any games during your discussion, the school part.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir, I have played Kho on like inter-house. There were inter-house activities, so I played Kho at that time, sir.
Okay, right. So now, Chiksha, your motivation for defense, what is special? What do you think you'll get in the job that you are giving it priority over other jobs? And you want to join the short service Air Force? Which branch?
Sir, my motivation for joining the defense forces comes from my school. So when I was in school, when I entered my school, there was a big banner which had a photograph of then Lieutenant Bhanu Pratap Singh Mankotia. I saw that picture and I was like kind of mesmerized. That wow, the uniform, the aura that the picture carries. So that was my first motivation. Later on, with subsequent years, there used to be visits of army officers, including women officers in our school. So there used to be sessions also. There used to be orientation programs that how girls can join defense forces, what are the entries. So sir, then also I gained my motivation. In between, when I like when I showed this interest of joining the defense forces to my parents, so they were like a little not agreeable, but later when I cleared my exam, I got them convinced. Yes, sir. So this is my motivation. Apart from this, the lifestyle that officers have, the disciplined lifestyle, the cantonment areas, their like there was one instance, sir, when I was in the CSD. There was I guess Colonel Saab was there in the canteen. He was entering with two soldiers with him who were accompanying him. So I thought that is something like the respect which you earn being an officer. That is also a motivational factor for me, sir. The Air Force would provide the immense level of opportunities to me, sir. I would be not only leading my troop, but I would be living with them. I would be sharing. We would be sharing a life it. If I talk about other officers, like if I talk about IAS officers or IPS officers, not IPS but IAS officers, they are the officers who do the administration work, who administer the commands that you have to do such and such thing in a certain time period. Then after the completion of the task, he just goes for a visit whether it has been implemented properly or not. But unlike army, it is very different, or the defense forces. In defense,
Okay, which branch have you applied for in the Air Force?
sir, I have applied for administration and logistics, sir.
Administration and logistics. Okay, so if you get through, then where will your training be done? What is going to be the duration of your training? When you pass out, what would be your first rank? And thereafter, as you were promoted, what would be your subsequent ranks? As an admin officer or as a logistics officer, the type of responsibilities you would be shouldering or the type of job you would be undertaking.
Yes, sir. Sir, my training would take place in the Air Force Academy, Dundigal, Hyderabad. It would be a 52 weeks or 1 year training. Then I would take up as the flying officer. Subsequently, I would go to flight lieutenant, then squadron leader, then wing commander, then group captain, then air commodore, air vice marshal, air chief marshal, and the marshal of the Indian Air Force. Sir, in the administration, I would be assigned the role of ATC or the fighter controller. In ATC, I would be managing the traffic, the air traffic for the fluent movement of Air Force aircrafts, and as a fighter controller, I would be managing the traffic during the war time, like when there's a war situation or when we have to do airstrikes. There at that time, I would be managing or clearing the routes for the fighter aircrafts. As a logistics officer, sir, I would be managing the procurement, the supply, and the storage of all the necessary supplies, like the groceries and even the aircraft necessities that would have to be stored and that have to be supplied to a certain unit at some point of time, sir.
Not all admin officers become controllers. So if you are for some reason unfit for controlling, then as a pure administrative officer, what would you be doing?
Sir, as a pure administrative officer, I would be managing the human and material resources, sir. I would be, my job would be focused on how to manage the human resource that is there in the forces, and also the material resources, what equipments are to be deployed where and what are their working conditions. Yes, sir. So this would be my role as a pure administrative officer, sir.
So you say that the fighter controller during the war, you will tell where to go and all. So if there is no war, then the fighter controller has no job?
No, sir, they have the job during like the exercises. The
Exercises are also once in a year.
sir, still they would be working as I think.
Okay, how many commands are there and their location?
Sir, there are total 7 commands of Indian Air Force. The Central Command is in Prayagraj, UP. The Western Command is in Delhi. The Southwestern Command is in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. The Southern Command is in Tiruvananthapuram, Kerala. The Eastern Command.
Fighter aircrafts in Indian Air Force.
So fighter aircrafts are Tejas, Rafale, MiG-29, Mirage 2000, and there are like tactical transport also, which is C-130J Super Hercules, C-17 Globemaster. There are some utility aircrafts also like HAL Dhruv, HAL Chetak, and HAL Cheetah. And sir, there are some
Okay, missiles and drones used by Air Force.
Yes, sir. So the missiles that are used by Air Force are Astra, Mica, Nag, and sir, there is one more missile called Vikrant, sir, which is used by Indian Air Force. Talking about the drones and UAVs, so there is Hiron and Searcher, which are procured from Israel. There is Netra, UAV Netra, and UAV Nishant. So there is one more UCAV, that is Unmanned Combat Air Vehicle, that is being under development by DRDO and Aeronautical Development Agency, which is called the Ghatak. It is
Okay, right. Now, as per your routine, you fond of reading the newspaper. Update me on current national and international issues which you think are important. 3 each.
Sir, starting with international news, sir, US President Donald Trump has barred South Africa from the upcoming, like the next year's G20 summit, which is going to be held in Miami, sir. Sir, the second
Why?
international, sir, because US accuses South Africa of genocide of white people, sir.
Okay.
The second important news, international news, is sir, the fire in Hong Kong. So there was
Okay.
fire in apartment which killed around 75 people in China. Sir, another international news is the eruption of Haile Gubbi volcano. Sir, it was a dormant volcano since last 12,000 years, and it has now erupted. It is in Ethiopia. Sir, I think it is an important issue because it would be affecting Indian cities like Delhi a lot. The pollution of Delhi is already very high, and the scientists are saying that the smokes, the ashes that would be coming from the volcano would be affecting Delhi. So talking about the
National.
Yes, sir. Talking about the national news, sir, PM Modi has announced privatization of nuclear facilities in India, sir. It would be open in some time after the amendment. It would be open for private companies to enter into the line of nuclear establishments. Sir, second is, sir, there is Sir, there is India's first private orbital rocket that has been launched, sir, which is called. Sir, I can't recall the name, sir. Sorry, I would.
There are a lot of news and talk about FIR now. What is this FIR? What is the latest?
Sir, SIR, sir.
SIR.
Yes, sir. Sir, SIR is a special report that is being formed by the Election Commission, under which we are taking we are making a new list of voters. We have been connecting with the 2003 voters list. We have been connecting it with them, and their new voters list for the different constituencies is being prepared. How many voters are there? Who are the deceased voters, the alive voters? Where have been they voting since now? So it has created a little bit of chaos in the nation, sir, because of the the increasing workload on BLOs. There have been some cases of
Who's a BLO?
Sir, BLO is a booth level officer, sir. So
Okay, but some of the people are really going against this issue. What do you think would be the reason for people not being in favor?
sir, I think the people who are immigrants from different nations like Bangladesh and Nepal, so they are protesting against this SIR, because then they would be asked in the SIR, they are asked to show their proof.
No, I'm not talking, it's mainly the chief ministers of states who are objecting to this.
Sir, I guess in my opinion, the chief minister of Karnataka is, sir, I'm sorry, sir. I'm not aware of this, Chief Minister.
Okay, by logic and by common sense, with Chief Minister, where do you think are the maximum migrants or unauthorized people? In which state they would be there?
Sir, West Bengal, sir.
Then which Chief Minister should be howling?
Sir, CM Mamta Banerjee.
So then why are you saying I don't know?
Sir, sorry, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
She is speaking against this SIR, sir.
What is her issue?
Sir, sir, again, I'm not aware of the proper.
Okay. Right, from your own assessment of yourself, what do you think are your assets or your strong points and some areas you can improve or develop?
Sir, my asset, I consider my responsibility, the way I manage my roles and responsibilities, sir. And the negatives, as I mentioned earlier, that I search for perfectionism, sir, in certain
Okay.
things where I overburden my self. Like there are not it's not necessary time sometimes to put like efforts into small things. So I should avoid that, and I have been working upon it, sir.
Okay. And if you are not recommended, then what happens?
Sir, if not this time, then I would keep going like for my attempts which I have left. And if I don't make it into the forces, then I would be joining the civil services. It's my motive to serve the nation in any way possible, sir. Because defense is the most. It has been my dream since childhood, so it was my first priority. But if due to some reason I couldn't make in the defense forces, then I would be joining the other services
You
like
will
the
wait
PSA.
for all your attempts to finish, or simultaneously you would be making attempts in other places?
Sir, I would be making simultaneous attempts also, but my major focus would be on my defense preparation, sir.
Okay, so with that, we finish. Any questions?
No, sir. There's no question, sir. There's only one thing that you asked about GDP, sir. Whether the abroad
Okay, I
income.
told you that in the actual interview, no questions. Thank you, good day, and out. The GDP will come now in the debrief, which we will have later. During the interview, don't ask. No issues are there.
Okay, sir. Sir, no issues.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you will walk out and be done. Right?
Yes, sir.
So we will now come to the debrief part. So the Bhopal part was appropriately covered the main issues, but definitely if you are a defense aspirant anywhere where there is an input which can be given on defense, you must include that.
Yes, sir.
So Bhopal has cantonment and it has some setups there, so those details could have probably been included. This is in general that wherever you are there, if the defense inputs are there, and if you are a defense aspirant, then you should be aware of those things as well.
Yes, sir.
Coming to your marks, they are just about average. And again, look at your PIQ. I think there was some problem about the marks also,
Yes, sir.
and about the graduation. So your PIQ filling needs to be very, very carefully done. There have been certain misouts in this aspect also. You need to look into it.
Yes, sir.
So once the marks are over, we come to the next thing, which is your favorite subject. Now, again, you see here, I am pushing you. Everybody, please understand, this is a demo interview. Therefore, answers which are not coming, I am pushing to find out what the person is aware to get this out. When I will be doing the actual interviews, I will not be pushing people. I will only give a question, let the response come, and then I will debrief. I will not push, because here I am pushing so that you understand as to what is the type of answer expected. Okay, so if you do not give me any reason, I will put you down in your reasoning ability and I will continue and then debrief you later. So the actual interviews may not take this long. These demo interviews are to try and give you insight into all the minor details as well. So when you spoke about your favorite subject, you made a passing remark. Okay, What did I tell you in the beginning itself? That you have to emphasize on the reasons. So if you like economics, again, I had to push you, okay, why do you like economics? No, this type of things will not happen in the academy. Okay, so
Yes.
we discussed that, we discussed GDP, so general, any subject which is your favorite, there could be some sort of general discussions which we discussed. Coming to your favorite teacher, it was appropriately covered. It included most of the things and it was a natural type of response. And when you said me, but then you covered it up by saying that like me, there were other people also who were weak and then that extra class compensated. So don't look for personal gains only, it should be overall interest.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we came to your friends. Once again, you brought up good issues about your friend. Just think, if you can add something, there's nothing to subtract. If you can add something, it's fine. Then we discussed about, what happens when she gets a little upset when there is a discussion. Again, that was appropriately covered. So at least you are not get irritated and you are by logic trying to get over the situation. So that was again okay thing. Then we came to the extracurricular activities. Fine. And now the house captain and responsibilities was fine. Now this debate, when we are talking about the things like this, what did I tell you in the beginning? Try to look into the details as much as you can. Overall, what you have said is fine. Those are the basic things. But if you want to score more marks,
Yes, sir.
so who also sits on the stage is the moderator,
Yes, sir.
the timekeeper. Okay?
Yes,
The
sir.
timekeeper generally has a bell type of thing, 30 seconds before he rings the bell.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes.
So you need a place for him to sit, you
Yes.
need a bell also. And it would be nice if you can place a glass of water on the podium because sometimes if speaking somebody feels a little dryness in the throat. So these are the minor details which push up your level and your marks.
Okay, sir.
So in the beginning, if you remember, I told you go into all the details possible. So overall, you brought out, okay, also like let's say that a thing like a backup power.
Yes, sir.
That is an important input. You have put a mic, you put speaker, you put everything, but if the electricity goes off and this system becomes defunct, then what happens? So you should have the foresight to look into the details of whatever is likely to be happening. And if I'm talking to you about the stage, it was good you stuck to the stage. Lot of people will say, okay, then the chief guest will be received like this, and the refreshment will be like this. My question was only restricted to the state, so restrict yourself to the question which is asked. So your details in organizing could have been better.
Yes, sir.
As far as your own qualities are concerned, once again, nicely covered, and most of the things were fine. Interest and hobbies, again, okay. Now here you have to be spending some time with your friends. Okay, in your interest and hobbies and in your routine, it is all about you and your family. Your friends staying outside, so even before going to bed, if you are saying that on social media I interact with some of my friends, that shows that you are doing something.
Yes, sir.
And in Bhopal, it can't be that you don't have any friends. So even if you are doing once a month or twice a month, it should be brought out. And if there's an occasion where there's a birthday or there is some special occasion like this, you make it a point never to miss those occasions.
Yes, sir.
So you could be too much centered, you have to be on the outer front. The family part is okay. You don't like cooking?
Sir, I like cooking. I make special dishes. Like I cook occasionally, sir.
But
I
you
like
didn't bring it out. You didn't bring it out. If you are cooking and you are making occasional dishes and you are trying to make something different and new which you are learning from YouTube,
Yes, sir.
then if you are genuinely doing it, you should bring out. So if I ask you what have you done, you should be able to tell me what have you done
Yes.
And you should be able to give me a general idea that this is how it was named.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Then we came to defense. You have the basic knowledge. Now, everybody doesn't become a controller. There are certain requirements, and then only some people become controllers, rest remain in pure administration. The ADC is mainly related to aerodrome control.
Okay, sir.
So what is aerodrome control? It means basically the takeoff landing. So air traffic control is you sit on a tower, you can physically see the aircrafts. Of course, you have a radar also. So there is there's a bigger control also, but basically the job is to be more effective in your safety of aircrafts, taking off and landing. The fighter controller is a radar controlled job. So in peacetime, these radars mainly control fighter flying. In peacetime, wherever there are fighters, there will be a radar which will be controlling the fighter flying. And also looking at the borders for any intrusion or anything which happens. But in peace also it has a role, and in war, of course, when you see some aircraft, then it is for you to guide your own aircraft towards the enemy. That is about. So the pure administration deals mainly with your HR management. What else is important in defense? It's your discipline, it's your security.
Yes, sir.
So these are things. Besides this, also medical, sports, anything that you take is coming under purview. Also important is the construction and maintenance of assets like buildings and roads. That is part of administration.
Administration. Yes, sir.
The logistics is obviously it is about management, inventory management, demand and
Supply.
supply of issue.
Yes, sir.
Routinely, what do you need? Ration, clothing. Every unit will have some mode of transport empty. So they have fuel, their spare parts. So these will be routine. In addition, if you're in a flying station, then the parts of aircrafts. So it is all about inventory management, demand, supply, issue. This is mainly what relates to your logistics.
Yes, sir.
Then coming to your rank and command, all that is okay. About the missiles and drones, again, you have a fair knowledge. General awareness, okay, except we got stuck with SIR. Are you hesitating to speak, or you're not aware of it?
Sir, I am aware of it, sir. But the state part I was not aware of. Like,
So basically, why should Karnataka be so much interested? It would
Yes.
be more. And secondly, a state which is likely to go into polls,
yes, sir.
and they are seeing the example of the Bihar elections. So the maximum number of such people are expected to be in West Bengal. So these are like the unauthorized voters. And they've been voting for the party which is in power.
Yes, sir.
If these are removed, then it could affect the performance of that party. So that is why the person is getting little agitated to stop this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just keep reading the newspaper, keep fine.
Yes.
Now the last point was a total disappointment. Your awareness of yourself. Okay. You're responsible, 1 point, perfectionist, negative point. There are 15 obsolete qualities. Can you become an officer by just saying that I am responsible?
No, sir.
What did your friends say about you?
So my friends say that I am responsible, I am a lively person, and I make them happy. I am easy to approach, I am easy
What
to
happened to
confide
all
in.
those things? If your friends can see this,
Yes, sir.
that means that you definitely have these. These are visible. So these though in any case are there. Should there be anything which is hidden, they can't see, that can be probably added.
Yes, sir.
So how can you just say I'm responsible and So here your self-assessment has to be more accurate, realistic, and don't underplay or downplay these things. These are the times when, because what is coming out, actually you should know. I'm not telling you just write for the sake of writing, but
Yes, sir.
during this interview, certain qualities emerge which you should know you possess and you should be bringing them out.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, what you don't like is okay, you said perfectionist, that I don't know whether you're physically fit, or I feel that your physical fitness could be an area where you need to improve, but since you're cycling every day and cycling at a decent speed, and an economist took so much of time to calculate between 6 kilometers and in 20 minutes, and then got on to 24. I don't know how that happened. That could have been a much faster response and a more correct response.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, that's aside. Then, if you're not recommended, you call yourself confident, your friends feel you're confident, but your confidence is not emerging once again. So, if you have worked so hard, you've been preparing so well, then obviously you should be performing well also. So, then you should be saying that I am confident that based on my preparation and performance, I feel that I will be recommended. If not, then whatever you said, but don't keep saying that I will keep trying till my chance is over. Then you must make it clear that simultaneously I would be applying, and the next question can be that okay, if you are recommended here also and you are selected for IAS also, then now you are stuck. Then what do? You decide, you have to justify. Then the next question will be this is short service, that is permanent. Again you have to justify. Also, in the interview, we should not try to bring out all possible questions, because then what happens, the originality goes. So, people should pay attention to these two demo interviews where we have covered exhaustively in detail the type of questions and the likely answers. But the answer which is applicable to you for the same question may be different response from somebody else based on his upbringing, his life experiences. So that's why it should not be that whatever you are saying should be a standard answer. This answer will vary. The body language has been okay, communication has been okay, but your eye contact is poor, especially in the beginning. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then in the beginning there was too much of an irritating, which I consider, I don't know about others, and talking about prefixing, if I talk about, you're not required.
Okay, sir.
On one occasion you must say, if I talk about my marks in 10th I scored that, if I talk about my this, what is this, if I talk about there is no if. You
Yes,
have to talk, there is no doubt on that. You have to talk, so there is no if I talk about. On
Yes.
odd occasion is alright, but for everything if you use, then gradually it vanished. So it was okay, otherwise it would have been very irritating.
Yes, sir.
So your eye contact needs to be more focused. Again, in the beginning you were very fidgety, but as the interview went towards the end, your focus was okay. So with that, social factor I told you, you have to bring it in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With that, my debrief to you finishes. Now your chance.
Sir, I would just like to say that it was a very great experience for me to interact with you, sir. I got to know a lot about myself, and I would definitely work on the points that you have mentioned, sir. I would be better.
And then what happens when you get recommended, you not even tell me what happened in the interview so that others can benefit. So anybody who gets recommended, what that person should do is get back to the academy
Yes, sir.
and then have a power with me so that I upgrade. There are certain questions which become common, which change with time. So if that input is available, it will help the others also.
Yes, sir.
So
Sir, I'll
our
do
aim
that.
is not to be only our recommendation. We are part of team. We must look to see that if in any way we can help others, we should be doing that.
Yes, sir.
Say thank you.
Thank you,
Then-
sir.
Okay, open to others now.
Okay. Say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, say thank you,
Okay.
boys and girls online.